Hello viewers, another beautiful day. Yep, hope your five senses work. Health and strength is good. Or excellent. What? Alright. Listen up you Asus fans. Phoronix was messing with the Asus ROG. Listen to this. Asus Linux driver adding ability to toggle CPU cores, APUs, memory settings, and Dgpu, TGP. It says the Asus WMI platform driver for Linux that is predominantly used by Asus laptop for enabling more functionality under Linux as a new patch series available that is enabling yet more features for the latest Asus hardware on Linux. Luke Jones continued nearly single-handedly improving the Asus WMI x86 platform driver for improving the Asus laptop experience under Linux. Posted today were a set of 9 patches making more improvement to Asus WMI driver code, as well as attacking on some more features. It says here with the new Asus WMI driver patch, there is a new panel FHD option exposed under System FS for some Asus laptop that allows settings between Ultra HD, UHD, and Full HD and FHD modes for the laptop panel. And it said there is also another feature wired for dynamically toggling EP cores enabling for Intel-powered Asus laptops. New cores enables and cores max System FS attributes are exposed for runtime toggling and efficiency performance core for Intel-powered Asus laptops. Then it says here also is a new APU mem setting controlling the APU memory setting on the various Asus device, such as the ROG Ally handheld. This allow adjusting the amount of device memory available on the APU. It's kind of like the Creo utility the Steam Deck has. Anyway, it says here lastly is a Dgpu TGP setting that is exposed for a few Asus ROG laptop. This allows adjusting the total graphics power TGP of discrete GPUs on system that allows for dynamically adjusting the GPU power limit. Okay, it says more detail on these features and patches for Asus WMI Linux driver can be found via this patch series. Hopefully these new Asus laptop / device features will be ready for Linux version 6.11 kernel later this summer. Oh yeah, when they bring that out, I'll let you know. Anyway, so basically what you're doing here is you can adjust the GPU limit. You can adjust the memory on the Asus ROG Ally APU. It's kind of like how the Steam Deck is. You can raise you can adjust the graphics settings on how much you want to use. So the Asus ROG is following suit, basically. Then there's allow settings for Ultra HD, UHD, Full HD, FHD modes on laptops. These are for Asus. So Phoronix looked like they were busy. They were just tinkering around with the Asus ROG Ally to see what they can do. Anyway, what else we got? We got 8 comments here. Let's see what these commenters got to say. Read these 8 comments. 8 of them. Someone says here, given the current state, it says given the current state of Asus products, quality and RMA process, I would advise anyone to stay away from their products. And then Weasel said this, for me, motherboard don't usually fail, but when they do, it's always Asus. Then KJ said this, it's always Asus and the support is non-existent. Not to mention the fact that they are reserving control over fundamental BIOS settings like CPPC for ROG models. And who was this? M said this: I saw a friend lost 2 Asus motherboard back to back, and worse, just a couple of months after warranties expired. I personally have 2 Exonar USB sound cards, but with the infamous humidity problem, that goes away temporarily with a blow dryer. Anyway, and then P said this: my only Asus product is the ROG Strix G15. I'm typing this on, and it's been a good experience overall. And he says part of that is due to the nice work by Luke. The most annoying thing for me has been the RTC alarm that don't work properly, so I can't set up a sleep then hibernate routine. Then it says e.g. sleep for 180 minutes then hibernate. Well, maybe they need to work on that. Then who's this? Pong said this. He says and even the basic settings for PCIe ASPN related enablement, this is egregiously bad, but that doesn't default to enable, so at least the OS and drivers can easily figure out whether they want to do it for certain device or not. Okay, fine, but just breaking it by default for a whole system by disabling it, not giving the user control in some is insane in this day and age, since it isn't exactly a new thing. I've got 2 different model motherboards suffering from this, and nothing has improved in their BIOS for years. And of course, that's what he said, FW, UPD facilitation, etc. is really well overdue for many. And then another person, Asus got some work to do. Anyway, and then Russ said this: this is why Asus is one of my choice for Linux device. And who else? Last comment here. Who is this? And this is A. He said this: for me, it's always Gigabyte. I've had a good luck with Asus. I'm still running some random Asus Prime motherboard in my home server. And then he says it's nothing fancy. It was my old desktop from 2019 with an i7 6700K in it, and it's still ticking along since it doesn't do much. I am amazed the cheap Crosshair power supply I use at the same time still hasn't given in yet, because that's probably what will kill it. And it says my desktop has a ROG Crosshair V111 in it, and that's doing fine too. And then he says in parentheses, I have had to refresh it once or twice though, but BIOS flashbacks makes that easy. All motherboards should use that. Then he says, I am just one person though, and this was a few years ago. Asus today seems a very different company. Yeah, they probably changed with the time. They probably got some work on their infrastructure they got to do, and by keeping things up to date. But these were just 8 people sharing their comments about their experiences with Asus products. Well, Pharonics was sitting here, Luke over at Pharonics was sitting here messing around with the ROG Ally. Brought some new improvements to it, brought some things to it for the laptop, desktop, and the Ally itself. But these 8 comments are from users, who bought Asus products, sharing their experiences. Some good, some good, some bad, so yeah. But other than that, Asus, they got some work to do, internal wise, and keeping things up to date, and try to make their customers happy. But other than that, you Asus fans, you ROG Ally fans, you're good. Got you covered. Hope you enjoyed the video. Nice talking to you people again. Chris, still Star Wars, Dark Thing, bored, Dark Side. Go. Peace.